Hey, this is Mike again, and thought I would address a comment from my last video. It was suggested by Randall Schwartz, who is this fine gentleman here, who's also got a Dart and Flutter YouTube channel. Check it out, good stuff. He is versed in RiverPod if you're looking for another state management solution along with other things. Also, he moderates, is one of the moderators for the Humpday Q&A from the Flutter community, which is really good. 9 a.m. every Wednesday, I think. Yeah, 9 a.m. every Wednesday Pacific Standard, so whatever that translates to wherever you're at. So back to this comment. So what he suggested was that when going through the hobbies in this enumeration, I can do a conditional within the list to determine if the widget should be displayed or not. And instead of having this little shrink wrap guy here. Now to really demonstrate what this is doing, I'm going to add a container. Width is just going to be 10, and height, sometimes I like to see what this actually looks like on the screen just to better get a feel for what's going on here. I'll just choose amber, and if I redraw that, then I can see that it goes through the entire the hobby enumeration list and prints them for each user, person, excuse me. And in this case, it's actually going to print out a little square for the non-selected, which actually happens to be the one that everyone is selected for. And then for the other enumerations, it actually renders this widget, this hobby widget, which is the button that determines which hobby is selected for each user. And so instead of doing this, what I can do is I can insert, let's see if I change this to a where, and I just to kind of get some code in place, whoops, and I'm going to do that and get rid of that. And since this is now E and this is hobby, let's see, this hobby here it's scoped for this block of code here, so I should be able to change this to hobby, and we're all good here. And I don't need this container anymore because we're not doing a conditional. And obviously this is not what we want, but there we go. And as shown, all of the users are actually non-selected. So that's why we only see the map, is because we're only, actually I just said that wrong. What I meant to say was that only the enumerations that are the selected enumerations are being mapped out. So if I want the non-ones, then I change that, and I will get the actual hobbies and which ones are selected for which users. So actually so I definitely said that wrong, because in this case none of the non-selected hobbies, so to speak, is selected for the user. That's why they're for the person, that's why they're non-selected. But I could select one, I guess, right? And then if I change this back to here, then Bob has no hobbies selected. All right, that was fun. So that is the refactor that allows me to clean up this portion of code and not have the conditional for that tiny widget, so to speak. Yes, this insert the null widget in there, and only have the actual buttons instead. Next video, I'm actually going to do another refactor to, instead of having all of the hobbies pass through and get updated each time any of the hobbies change. As we can see here, I have a as I have a print statement here, and so whenever any of these hobbies are selected, it redraws the entire list of users and their hobbies. So that's pretty inefficient, and so I have a way to make that a little nicer. I'll do that in the next video. See you there. Thanks.